get her dad's blessing this week. And I guess she'll get a ring pretty soon here. Oh, yeah.
What's up, you guys? This is the Surker sk-755 blade modification round 2. The reason why I made this video is because when I first did this modification, I had a lot of positive feedback, but I will say that wasn't the case for everybody. Some of the models that came with this clipper did not have a adjustable cam follower to switch out the cutting blade for the wall. They would have 2 different variations of the same model number clipper. As a matter of fact, the circuits that I purchased, I left a description in the video, and some of my followers told me that that's the ones they purchased, and still it came with this blade. In order to do this modification, you actually have to do 2 things. Number 1, you have to create a cam follower, which I've done in other videos, but you know, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do it again. And the second part of this modification, which I thought was a real cool idea, was not something that was thought of or created by me. One of my YouTube followers actually, you know, he figured it out, a different way to go about this, and he actually sent me the video and told me, you know, how he was able to fit that wall cutting blade in there. And I thought it's pretty cool that he did that, you know, being able to inspire somebody to, you know, use their brain power and create something different. I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this video. And the first thing I'm gonna do is remove this part from the cutting blade, like so. So the first thing we need to do is cut off these 2 tabs. I mean, you could use whatever you want to. For me personally, I like this little wind Dremel tool. Plus it has variable speed, and you know, it's cool to use. I'm gonna be honest, it's not really a specific reason that I use it besides it's faster and I could do multiple things with it. You know, this is actually how most of my modifications I was able to bring to a different level. But I'm gonna go ahead and chop this off for you guys. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just flatten out the surface so I can have a smoother finish. It's kind of hard to show you guys if you look up close to show you exactly where I'm going to mark my holes. It'll be somewhere in this area, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the holes first, and then when I'm done drilling them, I'll just show you a picture just so you have an idea of where you can put these holes, and you can make them bigger. They just really need to fit over the adjustment screws. And that's what your end result should look like. So we just gonna go ahead and try to fit this over the holes. Yeah, I think we on the money. Okay. Another thing I'm doing, I'm gonna they have a little piece that sticks up inside of this cutting blade on the wall, and I just want to file this down. That way, when I put my credit card piece in, it'll fit flush. So now that my piece is cut out, I'm gonna mend these 2 pieces together with just some simple super glue, like Loctite. And what I like about this particular brand and bottle is that you could control how much you want to come out just by squeezing these 2 tabs, just like that. And then I'm just gonna sit this right on top of this. and wait on it to dry. I'm gonna show you guys the issue that we having, and this is the hard part. Yeah, I know, right? As if that other part wasn't hard enough. And on the wall blade, you can see, let's take this off now that it's dry, that the bracket piece right here fits securely inside of here. But when you get to this part, you know, you have a lot of play, and that's not really going to work well when cutting. And this is only for this variation. Like I said, if you guys watch the other sk-755 modification video, you would know that only thing I did was swap this wall piece out with the part that came with the wall. But with this part, the original piece that came with this, by not being adjustable, we really couldn't get that. So like I said, big shout out to, Oscar. I'm gonna leave his Instagram name on the page, who sent me this video and showed me what he did in order to make this work. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 2 screws on the wall cutting blade. I'm gonna be honest, I never used one of these before, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna set the settings to a lower setting, and if I need to go higher, I will. But I'm gonna use this heat gun to lock this plastic into place. And I don't know, I guess we about to do this together, because like I said, I never even used the heat gun before, but this is what he told me he did in order to make it work. And I'm gonna just set this kind of on an angle. And I'm gonna give it a try. So now that my plastic is heated up, I want to leave this push pin inside of this bracket piece until it cools down a little bit. What the heat did is it made the plastic malleable, but the more it cools off, it's going to lock into that natural state that we just created. And I'm gonna give it about 1 or 2 minutes to dry, or cool down rather, and I'm gonna go work on some other stuff, and then I'll get right back to the other side. I'm waiting on this piece to dry. I'm gonna just use this 1-minute blade sharpener to sharpen this blade. I'm doing this for, I can't even say a client. When I heard about this issue on YouTube, I reached out and, told somebody, hey, look, if you have this model, just send it to me and I'll do the modification for you, and so I could have content and be able to help people figure out, what's going on. I'm not gonna hit this too much. I'll make this too thin, but if this had a logo, the logo would be on this side, and with the 1-minute blade modifier, you can see that it says Blade brand logo on this side. So this is the way it would go. You would just put oil in and hold it straight up, but you give it a couple of swipes and I'm gonna let that be that. Okay, so the last part of assembly, I'm gonna go ahead and test this part out to see if I have any play. And no, that's solid. So I would say thumbs up to that modification. Shout out to Oscar, making that possible. But let's go ahead and put this blade back together. Oh my God, you guys, I am sitting here laughing my behind off. So this is by far the longest modification ever. When I went to put the blade back on, I noticed that, hold up, let me top this off. I noticed that the cutting blade is still higher than the stationary blade. So we still have one more step, you guys. Yeah, I know, right? One more step, but it's all good because we close to the end and I really want to get this modification together. So once again, there's 2 boxes on top of these screws, and we want to file these down. And I'm gonna show you the angle of where I'm filing them down from. But yeah, that's the only way we can make this cutting blade go down. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, file this part. As you can see, I did have to file this box down a pretty good bit. All I can say is I hope you don't get this model because this is a lot for a modification. Especially if you know you're not really, that type of person who usually does things like this. It's gonna drive you crazy. I mean, I have idle hands. I have to do something with my hands at all times. I don't know why. I've always been like that since I was a kid, but I just hope you guys at least have fun doing this. But if it was me and I got this particular model, I would just probably ship them back to Amazon. To be honest with you, I don't think that it's fair that somebody has to go through all this. Of course, they had their own blade to make this work, and we just doing a modification to get them to work on a professional level. But I mean, the plus side is it's $28 and another $15 for the blade. So I mean, you save money, but the stress, yeah, that's what we up against.